Everyone, welcome back to the channel. So this week then, Mrs S and I are on a much needed holiday after the events of the last few weeks. Well, mainly the last week, to be honest with you. As I'm sure you've probably seen my tribute to my mum video. If not, head back and watch that obviously after this one. But yeah, so we're on a holiday for this week. And we've come up to Northumberland, somewhere we've never actually been before. I usually sort of navigate or over to the moors and to the Dales and the Peak District and the Norfolk coast. And do you know what? We need to go somewhere different. So we ended up in Northumberland and got a beautiful lodge for the week. But it does mean should have a few videos coming from up here and a real good mix as well. Probably got some wildlife photography coming tomorrow, some coastal photography coming later in the week, but today I'm thinking we are looking at some woodland photography because we're here at Cragside, part of the National Trust. Now, we've just made our way down to the Iron Bridge because I wanted to actually see this myself and maybe get some pictures of it. We've got some autumn colours just starting to break through. I don't know if you'll be able to see any at the moment. It's all rather green. But there are some nice yellows and stuff up in the trees. And this week, or in this video I should say, I want to look at actually doing handheld woodland photography. Now I'm a big user of a tripod, but now I've switched over to the Sony, noise is no longer an issue, and I wanted to see how easy it is to do handheld woodland photography. So stick with us. Hopefully I can get a nice picture of the Iron Bridge. Might have to descend down to the riverside. And yeah, let's crack on and see what happens here. Okay, so Iron Bridge done there, a couple of shots in the bag. I'll tell you what, I turned around to Miss S and I was like, God, I've missed this. I've missed being out doing landscape work. It's just not as easy to do around us. As I say, woodland won't be a problem once it starts to hit main autumn colours, but actual landscapes and views like that, we've got nothing around us really. So that was an experience, and I felt a bit queasy walking over the bridge. I'm not great with heights even after my skydive, so yeah, that just kind of set the old head getting a bit dizzy as I was reaching the middle, but then it was fine. Okay, so now we're on the way to the powerhouse. I'm going to see what's around there, and obviously if you see any more woodland shots I'll grab them, so stick around, let's crack on. Oh, this tree canopy is quite dense. It's a bit dark in here. Okay, so handheld woodland photography. Well, so far, not been the most woodland based. However, there are trees in the shot, so I'm going to take it. To be fair, the woods around Cragside are quite dense. And the area that we're exploring is only a very, very small fraction of the size of the whole of the estate. So, yeah, it's been a tough one. But as I say, I've managed to get most of the shots handheld. There are a couple of times when I've taken the shots from a bridge and I've had to use the bridge as a support. Usually when I wanted a slower shutter speed, so where there's been water and I've wanted to slow that water down a little bit. So yeah, that's a stability issue for that side of things, not necessarily for the woodland. The rest of the shots have been taken handheld. And I'll tell you what, the advantage of using the Sony with its incredible handling of high ISOs and the minimal noise that it's projecting in images, it's allowing me to use it. Usually, you know me, ISO 100 and that's it. I'm using 400 as standard and sometimes pushing it up to 800, and I'm sat here going, oh, you know, 800, but let's be fair, I probably won't have to do any form of noise reduction on these at all, purely on the basis that I would say the images are going to be quite clean up to 1600, as long as they're properly exposed. I'm not having to ramp the exposure up in Lightroom afterwards. So yeah, woodland photography handheld, so far so good, but we're going to keep walking. We've just gone up a real steep bit, so that's why I'm really out of breath, but we're going to keep walking and see if we can find anything else. Okay, so that's it then. We're done at Cragside for now. We may come back. We've actually enjoyed it so much here. It's so beautiful that we may actually come back and explore a different area later on in the week. We don't know. We've got quite a busy week planned, but the weather is all over the place that we just don't know. So it may be a case of, because we're only about 20 minutes away from here, it's not going to be too much of an issue. But yeah, we'll see, I don't know. So you may get another video from here later on, but I'm going to sign out for now. I must say, handheld woodland photography, more than feasible. It's quite nice and freeing not having to use the tripod. So obviously if you agree and you've liked the video, give us the old thumbs up, drop some subscribes from down the bottom, and oh yeah, hit that notification bell. And this is Mike out. Take care and be safe, everyone. Peace.